Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens All Day, Every Day, with your host, Justin P., and my MVP billion-dollar co-host, Miss Shannon Finch. Dave can't make it tonight. He's working. He's working late and making that money, but he's sending y'all his best. He'll be here next week when we preview Week 1 versus the Bills. For the YouTube version, it's episode 162. For the audio version, finally at season three, episode one. The links for the audio version are right there below in the description, right underneath the topics. Now, right underneath of that is myself, Shannon, and Dave, social media platforms. Like I always say, I have everything, including Snapchat and Threads, Shannon, Facebook, IG, Twitter. I think David, Facebook, and IG. So, give us a follow, shout us out. If it's some Ravens related stuff y'all feel like we hadn't covered, shoot me, Shannon, or Dave a message in the DMs, and we're gonna try to include it either in the recap shows or preview shows. We're gonna get to it. Because we like to hear from our people. We all make the show. We're just the ones, navigating it. Um, so we're doing a combined show because sorry we missed y'all last week. Shannon wasn't feeling well. Dave was working late, and I didn't want to be on here by myself. So yeah, So yeah, you know. I ain't doing solo show since I did the draft little preview last year. That's it. I might get y'all a solo show one of these days when everybody can't make it, just to, you know, yeah. All right, so like I said, it's a combined show. We're gonna recap both the last two preseason games, the Cowboys and the Commanders. So we're gonna start with the Cowboys first. Shannon didn't really get a chance to watch the game, so she'll give us as much as she can. So just bear with us with that. So, all right. So for that, we're gonna start with our position grades. So Shannon, for with the little bit that you saw, let's go with the quarterbacks: Cooper Rush and Devin Leary.
The quarterback play was horrible
Yeah,
this preseason. Like, I'm glad that they released Larry because I couldn't even see him being on the practice squad. Like, it didn't even make sense because that's how bad he was.
yeah.
I expect the Cooper Rush to still be on the team. You don't sign him in the offseason just to get rid of him, especially when nobody else beat him. And I'm glad that we brought Snoop back, so we do have him. We got another quarterback that's around. But overall, I'll give them a D. I think that the quarterback play was really bad in the preseason.
For this particular game, I'm gonna be nice and say C+ because Cooper did throw a touchdown. Completed over 50%. He threw two picks, and one on one his fault. One on was Rasheen Ali's fault. Devin Leary actually, this is probably the best I've seen him look in this game. He didn't do much, but he actually looked like a competent quarterback. So I will give them a C+. All right, so running backs.
And are you doing get both games combined or a
We're
particular
gonna
game?
start with this game first, then we'll do the Commanders game.
Well, I told you I didn't see none of the Cowboys game because they wasn't playing it in Atlanta, so I couldn't even I didn't watch it. Um,
So all right, we'll throw that out the window then, like I said, because we dominated them, so that it pretty much wasn't nothing to talk about. We dominated the Commanders too, so all right. So give me your grades on the quarterback play from this previous game with the Commanders.
Now, with the Commanders game, I watched the first half. I'll give them a C. I mean, I don't know. Like I was so over the quarterbacks that they weren't even who I was looking at when I was watching the game.
Yeah.
I'll give them a C.
Okay. Same thing. C+ because Cooper Rush, like I said, threw a touchdown. Didn't really turn the ball over for once. Devin Leary did okay. Yeah, C+. So running backs.
Um, from from what I saw, thought it was some tough. I'll give them a B. B.
Give him a B+. Rasheen Ali ran hard. Dearness Johnson ran hard. Both scored touchdowns. And the running game was there. They were getting big yards. The line did their thing. So I'll give him a B+.
Hmm.
All right, offensive line.
Um, for who was out there, I'll say C.
I'll give him a B. That second offensive line looked pretty good. I mean, if we run the ball down their throat, you don't score 30 points. Well, 23 on offense, the pick six by Keon Martin, and we rushed for over 100 yards as a team without the O line blocking. So, I give them a B. They did B plus. They did a pretty good job. They opened up the holes for Shasheen Ali and Dearness Johnson and Gaskin and guys. They was hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wide receivers and tight ends as a whole.
Uh, I'll give them. I'll give them a C too. It really was not. It wasn't much there. I mean, like you said, you can't put up that many points and people not contribute. But I'll say C.
C plus. Mm-hmm. Mitchell Creighton made a good block, couple good catches. Tez had a solid game. So Jamal Banks and them guys they made some catches. So C plus. Now on to the defense, the interior defensive line.
I'm giving them an A. Bro, the defense was looking dominant.
All
Like I
preseason.
told you, I had to leave out at after halftime. I mean at halftime, but from what I saw in the first half, I was like, I text you and said that like they look good. Like
They
I
did.
give them an A.
Yeah, they did. They stopped the run, pushed the pocket. Got a couple sacks on Sam Hartman and Josh Johnson. Yeah. Hey. So we're gonna group this. We're gonna group them all together. It's a linebacker core together since we played 3-4, the edge guys and the cover guys. So the linebacker core as a whole.
I'm giving them an A as well. You can't have a. I always say that with the defensive front, the front seven, they kind of go hand in hand. So if the front is having a great game, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be having a great game right behind them. I give them an A as well.
Definitely A. Malik Ham had a fumble. It was really a pick, but they called it fumble recovery. Come on, Rucker and them guys got pressure. Teddy Buchanan looked good. Trenton did his thing. Jay Higgins, the reason why he's on his team because he's been playing phenomenal. So and guys like Chandler Martin played well too. That's why he's on the practice well. So, A for me. Ain't too much there.
Mm-hmm.
So the secondary as a whole, cornerbacks and safeties.
A plus. I mean, they had a couple of interceptions back there.
Yeah,
Um, no touchdowns allowed. Like
that's
A
hard.
plus.
Even in
Yeah,
pre that is period in professional sports that is hard.
with a bunch of young guys.
Yeah. Same. Echo you, Shannon. A plus. I feel bad for Jalen Norman Davis. We'll talk about that in a few topics because
Hmm.
he picked Keon Martin and balling out pick six. I forgot no one in the corner. I forgot his name. He had an interception. So yeah, A plus. Like I said, they no passing touchdowns allowed. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think damn near all preseason. I don't think the Cowboys even scored off a run. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they get a whole preseason. If I'm not mistaken, with one or none touchdown passes. That's impressive.
Hmm.
Okay, all right, special teams.
I'll give them I'll give them a B plus. No, nothing. I don't have anything negative to say about them. Could have had better returns, but uh, Luke made all of his field goals. Yeah, B plus.
I give him an A because Tyler was perfect. He did have some decent returns. Like I said, punting was too bad. He had to punt a whole lot. So, A. Uh,
Hmm.
coaching grade is just going to be quick for both of us. John Harbaugh.
It's like what we were saying. He ain't got much to do in a
He's
preseason game, but got to give Harbaugh credit about being able to add talent. When it comes to the roster, you want to talk about who has the final say and who makes the team. It's him as a head coach. So John Harbaugh, give him an A. I mean, he didn't do anything bad at all, from what I could tell.
Yeah, hey, yeah, this guy's ready to play, so that counts, especially in preseason, because it's hard to get up for those games. So
Hmm.
and it's balling out. So yeah, and we got a new streak we get start. Yeah, so yeah, hey,
Hmm.
Todd Monken.
Um, I give him a B. He don't have much to work with offensively. But like you said earlier, you can't put up that many points and not, everybody have a part of that success. I'll give him a B. It wasn't. He could get an A too. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't nothing really, nothing bad. Nothing wrong with what he did, and he worked with what he had.
Yeah, yeah, B plus, like I said, playing with your backup quarterbacks and backup linebacker receivers. And every game we have played, we've scored over 24 points in preseason.
Hmm.
Hey, I get my A just off of that alone.
Hmm.
Zach Orr, oh man, whew.
A plus. I mean, he had those guys looking like vets. Like they look like the Ravens defense without any starters out there. Like A plus, A plus.
Just I'm a numbers guy in a way. Three preseason games, gave up 16. I think 15, 16. I think 16, 16, and three. So a total of 35 points in three preseason games.
Mm.
That much. Third, it's that 12, 11, and some change. I'm basically just to say 12 points a game. Great, man. Great job. A plus plus plus. So like I said, so obviously he's more comfortable now than Pagano with the DBs and the
Hmm.
DPs and as his advisors helping him out a lot. Like I said, if they look like this with the second and third unit, I don't think can wait to see the starters up there. So definitely
Hmm.
A plus plus for Zoe. All right, so first actual topic of today's show. Joe Flacco has the most passing yards for a season in Ravens history, with 4,317 yards in 2016. Can Lamar beat that feat this upcoming season?
Absolutely. We talked about whether we thought that Bateman and Zay Flowers could be 2,000-yard receivers this season, and we both agreed that they could. Lamar wasn't that far off from that this year. So if we think that these two are going to have over 1,000 yards, you add D Hop to that, and then even the young guys that we have and our tight ends. We didn't even talk about the tight ends.
Yeah,
Absolutely, Lamar can definitely beat that this year. And Lamar's passing yards really has improved for the most part, especially when he's been able to finish the seasons like every year. So I don't see why he can't, especially with the weapons that he have around him.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely, because he was like probably like 150 yards shy of it last year. Like I said, that's only three more games, extra 50 yards. He has that. So but it was some games we beating the starts now. Those things we had to pound it out. But yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. He can definitely, like I say, barring no major injuries anywhere, 4,500 easily. Easily. Now you got DeAndre Hopkins in the mix. Like you said, now you got LeJohntay Wester. Still got the tight ends. Like, yeah. And then, like I said, I got to give Todd Monken credit because since he's been our coordinator, Lamar has not missed no games because he's been putting him in good position. So,
Yeah.
Todd Monken has done a great job each year, and Lamar has looked better at his offense. So, as much as I like to get on him about his drinking, but I gotta give him his problems. They make his
And
props.
he's and Todd Monken credits T. Martin.
Yeah, because I don't know why the hell he was coaching wide receivers. Not saying that he can't, but he should have been the quarterback coach from the get go. Get James Irvin was all him, but
Hmm.
but yeah, that's what he played at. So him and Lamar can relate, and Lamar actually listens to him and respects his opinion. So
Hmm.
it's you did what I did. So you know what I mean. So
Right.
that helps a whole lot. All right, next one right here. I'm scrolling down a little bit. Were you surprised by anyone who made the team or who didn't make the team? I'm talking about the official 53-man roster.
Um, I was initially surprised to hear about Brent Urban because I was like, well, why we bring him back to
Yeah,
release him? But then I saw he's on the practice squad, so
yeah,
um, I like to have guys like that around, just guys that's familiar with the program and things like that. And
yeah,
if you ever need them, you know what you're going to get from them. Um, I I'm trying to say this because I'm not. So the three undrafted rookies that we signed, right? Or
Yeah,
that made the team,
right.
Jay Higgins, um, Ruben Lowry, and Keon Martin, right? I think that we all, especially Martin and Higgins, we all were like, well, especially you and David told me about Higgins because at first I was out on the
Remember, I
linebacker.
told you, Bob. Remember, I had
You
him in a
did.
lot of my mock drafts. That boy can
No,
play.
I mean, I'm saying as far as the preseason, how they played in the preseason, the
Oh,
first
okay.
game, because I told you I was like I wasn't impressed with the linebackers, but I told you I was going to pay attention to them at that point. So I was concerned that we weren't going to have enough space for them because I was like, if they're on the team, then that means some of these guys, particularly in the back end, they're not going to be here. And
Right.
I couldn't tell who would it not be.
Mhm.
So in a way, I'm surprised that all three of them made the team, but all are so deserving of it, which makes it even tough to then let go who you had to let go. So if it's anybody who I guess really surprised because I kind of just like penciled them in, it's probably Braid and Jalen. Not that not that they performed better than the guys that made the team. It's just that I kind of just thought they would have made. Sometimes you just got guys, so you just kind of pencil them in.
Right.
But it's a competition, and when you bring all of these guys in and they compete, you're doing your team a disservice if you don't pick the best guys, like who's
Yeah.
competing, who stood out the most. And those three undrafted, they stood out the most. Like that's all everybody talked about. So with Jalen and Braid, it's like sorry to see them go. But I wish them well. I saw went to the Giants and Jalen went to the Titans, so hopefully
Yeah.
things work out for them there. But I'm more or less happy about who made the team more than surprised about anybody because I just didn't think it was possible for all three to make it.
Oh, yeah. Just to pick it, basically, my answer is similar, basically the same as yours. I'm just going to word it a little differently. Yeah, because I didn't think they were going to have enough run for G. Higgins. I was like, Brett Irvin's back. But they say, hey, man, Brent, hey, we'll keep doing the veteran spot. We'll call you up in case you might get hurt. But with this young kid, he flashed. Like I said, there's still a question mark. I mean, Trenton's going to be the starter, but if Trenton, don't flash and can do that shit, he might turn to Jay Higgins quick.
Hmm.
So, Ruben Lowry, I was surprised. I thought Jalen Norman Davis will get the nod, especially because he was playing phenomenal all preseason. I can
Hmm.
finally now see what he could do when he's fully healthy.
Yeah.
I think the ability was never the question with JAD. Was more so durability.
Hmm.
With Alabama was a 4 year starter that don't happen by chance.
Right.
So wish him the best. Bo Braid, you made the team last year, didn't make it this year. I know that kind of probably that sucks. Cause last year he was making plays. This year, I know he was dealing with some injuries. He was a little hampered. So like I said, the Giants got a hell of a ball player, local kid too. Turk
Hmm.
definitely gonna keep an eye on him from afar.
Yeah.
The Keon Martin, that pick six probably got him on the team. So yeah, like I said, that was a big play. Like so, now he got I think we got four safeties. Ruben Lowry been making plays all preseason, so they was like, "Hey man, Jalen Davis, you played well preseason, but it was a little too little, just a little too late."
Yeah. And when I heard what Zach Wilson said about Higgins, I was like, it's gonna be tough to let him go. So just imagine all the position coaches and coordinators fighting for who they wanted to make the team.
Yeah,
So
they said that new linebacker coach, I forgot his name. Uh,
mhm.
they said he loves him. Man. He said, man, he said we got some dogs in here, man. He said including even Jake Hummel. He said he's not a big name, but he's a special team ace, and they could say, he's solid linebacker.
Mhm.
So he's basically like a white Chris Boyd. So he can step back and play linebacker if needed to, then there won't be no serious drop off. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, it's like I'm with you. I'm also happy guys that made it and didn't make it. Nick Salmon, I thought he was going to get the backup role, center role, because we actually drafted him. Corey Bullock beat him out, so props to him.
Mhm.
That was it, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, not a super long show today, but next week, it's going to be a long because it's a preview and all three of us will be over here. Now that Cal Hamilton has been extended, will Tyler LinderBaum be next before the season ends?
Yeah. Shout out to Cal Hamilton because that's something that we talked about too in the off season.
Yeah,
Whether or not we thought deals would get done for those guys and Cleveland likely. So I'm definitely happy especially I'm happy that he got signed first because he's probably going to cost the most out of
Oh,
everybody who is up.
woo.
Out, well, outside of Lamar, because I know Lamar can get an extension. And I heard that Tyler LinderBaum is asking for like 20 million. I don't know if that's true or not. That was a rumor. But
It probably could be because you saw what Creed Humphrey and them other guys got in Jurgens, and
yeah, and I ain't mad at that. Whatever the market is, you gotta ask for it. They let them tell you, when you go from there. But shout out to Cal for that. Yes, I do think there's a chance that a deal can get done because the way that Eric DeCosta was talking, and like he said, he don't like to really talk about it publicly, of negotiating and things like that, but was saying that, he's talking to people trying to get things done. Harbaugh hinted at is more to come. Yes, I can see a deal being done with Tyler before the year ends. I can also see Lamar being extended before the year ends. So definitely. And likely, only thing about likely is just the injury right now. I don't know if they're going to be thinking about that just because of let them heal up and get back in, because you don't want to pay somebody and like look what happened with Dennis Pitta, and he got hurt after he got paid. So I would be surprised if likely got a deal done, but he might be the cheapest just based on the
No,
circumstances.
he is. He it ain't no Mike. He is. He's at most 14 million for him compared to
Yeah.
20, 18, so to say. And he'll even with the injury, they'll take care of him. Dennis Pitta kept getting hurt. That was the whole thing. But you're right,
Yeah.
after the contract, but he kept getting hurt. Like that was the
No,
thing.
yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible hip injury.
That hip, man, just
Yeah.
I don't even know if he can even bust a move now with that hip. So
But yeah, but I think it can get done for not only Tyler but other people as well.
I mean, it's not gonna be too long. Same as yours, definitely. And another guy I'm gonna throw in here since we're on this topic is Travis Jones.
Mm,
Up and ball out. I think they're gonna keep him since MP is retired. You know,
hmm
I could see them, and he's not gonna cost a whole lot of money. I could definitely see them getting him extended, and then possibly David Ajabo. Believe it or not, because always gonna be gone.
mm,
Always come out and get 10 sacks again. He's gone because he's gonna go somewhere else and get
get paid.
25, 30. Jerry might pay him. Jerry might say, "Shit, I ain't pay one guy. I'll pay you." Pay
Well, I think the only thing about a Ajabo was just, is he gonna? I would say wait. I would say let this year play out before offering him
Yeah, that's what I'm
anything.
saying. If Jabo come out and get 6, 7 sacks, that would extend him, and it's going to be like a Bateman type
A
of deal.
fair, yeah, like something
Yeah,
real team
only
friendly.
gave us 1 year production, so we're not ready.
Right.
King's ransom. We're gonna give you a nice little piece to change to take care of your family, but yeah, you ain't great. We ain't gonna make you top 10 paid in your position. You ain't get it. You ain't that good stuff yet. Neither has Owe really, but he has kind of sorta. Just not in sack totals, but like I said, he come out and get 12 sacks, he get us gone.
hmm
It's gone. Jerry Jones might say, you know what, I ain't gonna make the same mistakes. Like, here you go, son, boom. I'm gonna pay one of the Penn State guys.
Yeah.
Who else is up? Shit. And then Trenton, this is year 3, so he and then he'll say was the 3rd round pick, so there's no 5th year option. So if you like
Mm,
he ain't gonna flash and you let him play that last year out, or if he do flash, you're like, fuck it, let's go ahead and extend him now so we don't have a Patrick Queen situation. You know.
yeah,
So
it's the right. And
but
don't forget Marlon Humphrey.
yeah, they'll take care of Marlo because Marlo always do right, structure and
hmm
do that. So he gonna be a lifer. He gonna one of them guys gonna play here the rest of his career. Even if he got to eventually move to safety, whatever the case may be. He's a lane like he said he don't even want fathom putting on another uniform. So that'll take care of itself. Yeah, that's it. But definitely Travis Jones.
hmm
I would love to see back. Like I said, when you lose Michael Parrish, you gotta keep some beef up there.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, that's it for today's show. Not super long. About a lunch break worth show today. Got a quick little break.
Cowboys, they good too.
Absolutely. Some people like that, honestly.
Uh-huh.
They can sit back and watch the entire show. They ain't got to skim and break it down.
Yeah.
Like I said, next week we'll be back on here. We'll start out 2 shows. Me and Shannon just got it together yesterday. We'll start out 2 shows right after the Bills game. So next week will just be the preview.
hmm
So right after that Tuesday, 9/9. Yep. We'll start 2 shows. Go ahead, Shannon. Floor's yours.
I'm just excited that football is back. I love this time of the year, period. But football being back makes it even better. Can't wait to come back next week and preview the Bills game. Start the season how we ended it. I'm ready.
Yeah, you're right. As I said before, we can't get back to divisional games. Said the same thing last year. We lost to the Chiefs. We can't get it back, but it will feel good to at least get a little bit of get back, just a little bit. But you can't get back till you beat them in the postseason or the
Mm-hmm.
postseason. So so definitely football's here. Like I said, college football starts tonight. Yeah, games going on Saturday as well. Texas, Ohio State gonna be a good one. Notre Dame coming out of Miami.
When that comes on, what time that come on?
I'm not completely sure. I'll
I hope it's
definitely
not late.
give or take. It probably is because of the school. Because that's a bank.
Right.
That's a national
Right.
championship.
I
College.
missed that one.
It may be night game, but I'll definitely, like I said, once we're done, I'll put it in our group chat. But I'm gonna watch either way. So like I said, football I don't do a whole too much during football season. If I'm not going to the game, maybe here and there, a little, but yeah, not too much. So
Oh
enjoy the.
no, it comes on at 12 o'clock in the
Oh,
afternoon.
okay.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Seem like all the Ohio State games be that fucking early. Yeah. So yeah, I can say enjoy the college games. The Orioles. They're hanging tough, so still support them to the to his
Of
over to the
course, of
playoffs.
course.
But we're seeing some young talent getting developed. And then next Thursday night, Cowboys Eagles. They ain't gonna have their best pass rusher. So
Mm, mm, mm.
we'll see what happens. But they got some competition. So it's either Dak going throw for 400 and save the day, or they're gonna get their ass ran out of Philly. Ceremony night. So we'll see what happens. But that's it. For your boy JP and my billion-dollar co-host, Miss Shannon Finch. Like I said, we'll see y'all next Thursday to do the preview. David will be on here. So y'all have an amazing, great rest of the week and weekend. We love y'all guys, and we out.
Bye, Justin.
Bye, Shannon.